All right, everything's sounding good as always. So keep moving on to new stuff here. Just to make sure. Hope you did see the message about July. So 2 weeks from today, we will resume sending stuff back and forth. So 2 weeks, that's when the new stuff will continue. But you're welcome to send stuff over early if you don't want to wait the full 2 weeks. That's fine. Don't want you to get too sick of playing the same thing over and over again. So let's keep this in mind. When you feel like you got the scales memorized, the new ones, go ahead and send that over when you're ready to record that. If you are stuck maximum speed, stuck at the same speed for at least 3 days, that's a good time to record and send stuff over the next day. So yeah, keep that in mind. So this way, I mean, if you keep going up every single day throughout the 2 weeks, well, hey, take advantage of it. But let's say after a week, things slow to a halt and you're not getting up any faster, go ahead and make the videos then. You can send it over early, and that's totally fine. I'll check it out as soon as I can. Okay, the chord theory stuff that you have so far. Key of C is perfect. Key of G, also perfect. So I'm going to try giving a hint for the next one. So, chords 1, 4, and 5, those are all major. That's all correct. 2, 3, and 6, whoops, all minor, correct. Chord number 7, that is diminished, correct. Then you go to the key of G, you got your 1, 4, and 5 as major, correct. 2, 3, and 6 as minor, correct. And chord number 7, the only one that is diminished, correct. So, something is not correct in the key of D. Think about what I just went through, saying what is major, what is minor, and what is diminished, and see if you can make that correction. I don't want to give it away. See if you can figure that out. But everything else looks good. So you're on the right track. Okay, let's move to the next rhythm. Gonna combine the gallops and reverse gallops. Slowly get into that. So let me adjust the way this looks. There. All right, so we have 1 bar of gallop, 1 bar of reverse gallop, back to the gallop with 2 chords, back to the reverse gallop with 2 chords, all starting on the A string. So let's get down to good old 60. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4. Change chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 140. Whoops. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go down to 150 for the repeats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably saw this coming. Diminished. So this would be chord number 7 being arpeggiated. So, things that you can do separate from this, just to have some fun or a little experimenting. So you're learning about all this chord number stuff, or we're getting into it, right? So you can use those, or think about it that way too when you're playing stuff. So like, we're starting over here, like your C chord that you learned, or the C major arpeggio, whether it's the 3-string one or the 5. So that'd be, you can like do chord progressions that way too. You can do like your 1, 4, 5, 6, or yeah, and then go into like the minor chords. You can do like the 6. Well, why not? We're here. 6, 2 for the D minor, 3 the E minor, and then you got your B diminished for that 7. So you can absolutely take numbered chord progressions and apply it to the sweep picking stuff. So yeah, let's demonstrate this guy. I'm glad to hear and see you're feeling much more comfortable with all the sweep picking stuff. Here we go. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. One 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And good old 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did the sound just cut out? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That was weird. Let's see. Right. So, continue with the chords, and the next scale thing, descending 1 string at a time. And just so if you got the time and you want to start preparing for it, once you have these memorized, we're going to move into the key of G, also known as the key of E minor. They are relative to each other. So, key of C and A minor are relative to each other. The key of G major and E minor are relative to each other. Quick way to figure those things out if you ever need to. So, the key of C, C major, to figure out what the relative minor is, we go down a step and a half, which is a minor third distance. That gives you A minor. So, key of G, you need to figure out, well, what's the relative minor to G major? We go down 1 step and a half. So we got E minor. Now, if we keep that little movement in key, we actually go down a half step, then a whole step. Probably should do that. So find the relative minor. We go down a half step, then a whole step. So key of C is A minor. Key of G is E minor. So let's say we're in the key of E major. Well, the relative minor to E major is C sharp minor. If we're in the key of A major, it's F sharp minor. And then you can go the other way too. Let's say we're in the key of G minor. What's the relative major of G minor? B flat major. What is the relative major to B minor? D major. So that's how you can figure out relative major and minors. So figure out the relative minor, you go down 1.5 steps. To figure out the relative major of a minor key, go up 1.5 steps. All right. So we'll be working with the key of G next. So I'll be asking you to fill out and learn the scale shapes in the key of G, which are 100% the same as the key of C, just moved over. So when I say 100% the same, that means the shape will look the same. The distance from one note to the next will be the same. The starting point will be different. So key of C, we started that C Ionian shape, the 3 notes per string up and down, on a C note, of course. So that means the key of G, G Ionian, would start down on G. So that's coming next. All right, any questions come up, let me know, and I will see you again in your new videos in 2 weeks.